Muy buenas a todos, jóvenes, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bienvenidos a Juegos Perdidos y bienvenidos al estreno hoy de Wallace Gromit, la gran aventura. Para mí es un placer poder contar con vuestra compañía. Gracias por el apoyo al canal y por supuesto, jóvenes, muchas gracias por la ayuda que me dais a la hora de encontrar ese tipo de juegos. Las gracias hoy se las tenemos que dar al bueno de Mario, alias Roixo2, que me mencionó y me comentó acerca de este juego, que era una gran oportunidad para subirlo al canal, que había muy poco contenido en YouTube acerca del mismo y que pegaba mucho por el hecho de que es una aventura gráfica. Así que muchísimas gracias por tu recomendación. Y lo cierto es que para aquellos que no conozcamos Wallace Gromit, yo he visto algunas de sus películas, no sé si os sonará a vosotros, pero bueno, es una serie de películas que surgieron en los años 80, finales de los 80, principios de los 90, y sobre todo tienen gran furor y muy reconocidas en Gran Bretaña. Aquí en España llegó un poco más tarde, finales de los 90, pero y durante gran parte de principios del 2000 fueron surgiendo películas. Para los que no conozcáis de qué se trata, pues estamos hablando de personajes realizados con arcilla o plastelina y mediante la técnica de stop motion. Así que es lógico que las películas tarden un poquito en salir, evidentemente, porque estamos hablando de que el stop motion es, y cada vez que un personaje levanta un brazo, fotograma, luego después tienes que mover el brazo otra vez hacia abajo, fotograma otra vez, foto, y así, pues imaginaos la de inmensidad de clips que tiene que haber en una película, ¿verdad? Entonces nosotros vamos a jugar a la versión 3D, evidentemente. Y lo cierto es que este Wallace Gromit, gran aventura, nos trae un compendio de varios capítulos. Y empezamos con el Fright of the Bumblebees. Parece ser que nos atacan una especie de avispas gigantes. Bueno, pues no me voy a enrollar más, jóvenes. Lo dicho, si os gusta el contenido, recordad darle un pequeño like. Y si es la primera vez que pasáis por aquí, pues os invito a que os quedéis en esta, la que puede ser vuestra casa si lo deseáis, dando el botón de suscribiros y también a la campanita para estar al corriente de lo que subo en directo y en diferido. Vamos a dar la vista previa que nos dará una especie de tráiler de lo que vamos a ver.
Gromit, I've a strange feeling this is the day our fortunes are going to change.
Mug it off, you lobby gobblers!
Making eggs ought to be a breeze.
I think I'm going to faint.
Put me down gently and no one will get hurt. This is my latest invention. Cracking job, Gromit. Oh dear. Here they come! Perfect. Apart from a minor technical hitch at the end.
Vale, muy bien, pues visto este tráiler, nos sirve esto un poquito de botón de muestra de lo que veremos en este juego. Así que sin más dilación vamos a darle amor a este Wallace Gromit and Fright of the Bumblebees. Como habéis podido comprobar, es un juego desarrollado por Telltale, empresa que es conocida por los Batman y otros muchos títulos. Este juego salió en 2009, así que lo tenemos en alta definición y todo lo demás. Vamos a darle a nuevo juego. podemos hacer un tutorial, nos vendría bastante bien para ver un poco cómo funciona.
That should do it. Oh, it's working. Welcome. I'm so glad you could be here with us today to try out my latest invention, Interactovision. This device allows guests to visit us here in West Wallaby Street without having to leave the comfort of their own homes. Quite handy for stopping off at a distant granny's, don't you think? And wherever we go, you can come along. There's Gromit playing a spot of chess. Let's walk over and have a look.
Uso las teclas para caminar. Ah, vale. Manejo aquí al amigo. Muy bien. Mirar. Vale, es esto. Esto es lo que es interactivo. Vale, muy bien.
That's interesting, but let's talk to Gromit first.
Ah, vale. Primeramente hay que hablar con Gromit.
They're not playing. Let's ask Gromit. You can use your Interactovision mouse to choose characters and things you want to interact with. I've built in brackets that will highlight the item on your screen. Dead handy that. Point at Gromit and click the left mouse button.
Para seleccionar a Gromit, usa el mouse para señalarlo y luego haz clic sobre el botón principal.
Things seem to be at a bit of a standstill. How's the match going, Gromit? Oh dear. Gromit might have more to share. I find out about all sorts of different things just by asking. Let's interact with that broken chess piece the same way we did with Gromit just now.
Usa el mouse para señalar una de las piezas de ajedrez y luego hacer clic en el botón principal.
How on earth did that happen?
Ha sido él. Y el otro también le señala.
Getting competitive now, are we? This is a pickle, isn't it? Well, perhaps our new guest can help us find a replacement piece to get the game back on. There must be something in this room we can substitute for that bishop. Why don't we walk around and investigate items the same way as before?
Vale. Vale, voy a dejarme un momento que pegue un grito. Se escucha súper bajito. Le damos un puntito más, ¿no? Ahí está. Eso puede
That's
hacer.
a lovely shape.
¿Qué forma más
Sometimes I come across things I want to carry around with me. With Interactovision, you can see all of the things I've picked up.
Pulsa mayúsculas para entrar al inventario. Si en un artículo de inventario, señala el mouse y haz clic en el botón principal. Ahora el artículo está activo. Dáselo a Gromit una vez. Vale, perfecto. Estupendo.
Here, Gromit, it's the spitting image of your bishop. This should work nicely. Bless you, lad. Well done and good thinking. You're getting clever with the Interactovision. Just the sort of ingenuity we could use around here, right, Gromit?
Deep Blue. El nivel. Novato, avanzado, Deep Blue.
Thanks for stopping by. Do come back soon.
De la abeja a su casa, qué chulo. Así que son abejas, yo pensé que eran avispas. Roedor robot devasta tienda.
Breakfast time, Gromit.
Tu juego guardado. Esto es para entrar aquí. Y esto... Vale. Tu juego guardado. Entonces, ¿cómo se guarda automáticamente? ¿No hay opción de guardarlo yo por mi cuenta? Mal asunto. No me gusta.
Bombs away.
Bombas van. Vale, siempre va al mismo sitio.
Drop me down, lad.
Bueno, claro, es que tengo que tener presente de que yo manejo el personaje, pero luego después, para identificar los objetos con los que interactuar, tengo que ir con el... con admirar, con el ratón. Es un crack el Gromit, ¿no? Usar.
Let's get started then. Big day today.
Porque hay una abeja.
Up and at 'em. Another perfect landing. Your turn to make breakfast, Gromit. Eggs, I think. And toast with honey today. Step to it, lad. I'm famished.
No sé qué sabe el amigo.
Eggs, toast and honey. I can practically taste them already. Silicon flowers, Gromit. A major contribution to our modern lifestyle. I'd like to help you with breakfast, lad, but it's all part of your training.
Bueno, se supone que tengo... Sí, la miel la tengo.
Well, what did the postman bring us then? Any orders? Hand it over, lad.
Se ha guardado,
Did
me
you
parece.
bring the mail, Gromit?
Se pone de pie a mirarlo y a leerlo. Receta para el crecimiento muscular. Mejor esto lo tiro.
Oh, no. Final demand. I don't know. There's payment due now. And a disconnection? Nothing but bills, Gromit. I can't look at these before I have my breakfast. If we don't find some steady customers soon, I don't know how we'll make ends meet. Oh, all right then. I'll open one, but just the one. Seems your subscription to Marrow Growers Monthly is up for renewal. Don't suppose you'd consider cancelling? Thought not. Oh, better pay up then. Now, where did I put my pen? Ah, yes.
Ah, vale, que estaba ahí abajo.
Hey! That dog is getting a little too independent, if you ask me.
Pues me lo he llevado.
Hey! Eggs today, Gromit, not porridge.
Ah, vale. Gachas. Son gachas de avena. Dios. He comido avena en cereales, pero... Buah. No sé a vosotros qué os parece la avena. A mí, sinceramente, no me gusta.
Orchids can wait, Gromit. I need me breakfast. Did you find those dog tags I bought you, Gromit? The living room's out of bounds for now, Gromit. Had to use it for storage. Only temporary, mind. We'll need those crates once the orders start pouring in.
Es un poco rollo, pero tiene que mirar.
No breakfast foods down there, Gromit.
Bueno, pues entonces ya está, es que no me queda más.
What number, please?
No.
Hi, old Wallace. Here. Sorry to leave a message, but it's about that incident in my shop. That blinking mechanical mouse of yours has put me in a right pickle. Happening maybe a sniffer 3000 with advanced cheese tracking capabilities, but it chewed through all me fancy tail and me red lister too. Now, I know we've always been on good terms, but this morning I find myself not inconsiderably discombobulated, and I can't let it happen again, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to say that with the deepest regret, and following police advice, you and your blinking contraptions are banned from my establishment until further notice.
Vuelve a atacarlos. Ah, mira, otra vez. Vale, hay que hacer algo para que no se escape.
Any breakthroughs on the honey front, Gromit?
Vale, eso ahí no va. No. Está diciendo no. Desayuno, huevos, tostada y miel. Madre mía, si lo tiene, pobrecillo. Mezclar. Ah, vale. Botón secundario para salir. Necesito el bicho este aquí. Hay que hacer algo ahí arriba, ¿no?
How's that egg coming, Gromit?
Mira, pues dentro de que será un juego tontorrón, pero... O sea, tontorrón. En el sentido de que, mira, te lo tomas ahí un poco... Ah, pues mira, de risa y tal, pero no. Ah, vale. Ahora está en grifo. Vale, entiendo. Creo que se refiere a esto, creo, ¿eh? Supuestamente ahora el botón ahora no golpeará. Eso es. No golpea. Pone grifo. Bien. Tu juego guardado. Genial. Se guarda automáticamente. No tenemos opción de guardarlo nosotros por nuestra cuenta. Por lo que veo. Bueno, y por tu juego. No sé si... No sé. Vale, hay que hacer algo para que... ¿Y qué podemos hacer? Vale, pues entonces será eso lo que había que hacer. Vale, pues nos ha salido bien el tema. Y supongo que ahora esto... Bueno, pues supongo... No podemos... No hay opción de juntar las cosas dentro del inventario. Bueno, lo lógico sería... Bueno, como en sí llevo los condimentos, a lo mejor ahora...
Still no breakfast? I'm beginning to suspect foul play. Cracking eggs, Chuck. But I
Tremendos
can't
huevos.
tuck in until I get my toast and honey. Done to a turn. My compliments to the chef.
Al cocinero.
Honey, how sweet of you, Gromit. Now that's what I call a breakfast feast. Wasn't so difficult, was it, lad? With a hearty plate of eggs and toast under me belt, I'm ready to take on the world. Gromit, I've a strange feeling this is the day our fortunes are going to change.
Morning, Wallace. May I have a word?
If it's about yesterday's little mishap,
Oh, no, you see...
I can assure you it was an accident, Mr. Pinnear, and I'll certainly pay for the damage to your grocery shop. I was just putting the Sniffer 3000 through its paces. It's still only a prototype, you know.
Oh, I realize that, Mr. Wallace.
And what better place to test out a cheese detector than in a shop with such an excellent selection of cheeses?
Happened. But you'll still have to pay for the damage, I'm afraid.
Yes, of course. I'll put it all right. Though funds are, how can I put this, a little tight at the moment. Only until our new business is up and running.
Aye, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. I understand you and Gromit are in the honey business now.
Fresh deliveries daily, from bee to you.
Ah, well, perhaps I can help you get on your feet. I'm having my annual sounding of the Crumpets Festival, and I'm clean out of honey. Can you deliver 50 gallons?
50 gallons?
By tonight?
Tonight?
It'll more than cancel your debt, and it'll be good advertising for you. What do you say?
I say... yes! We're in business, lad! Heads up, no time for slacking. From B to U has landed its first major order. 50 gallons of honey by tomorrow. I want this place to be a hive of activity. It's your chance to show the world what sort of workers you are. They're certainly buzzing with excitement. Or maybe they're hungry. Did you remember to feed them this morning, Gromit? Never mind, lad. I'll do it.
Vale. Vale, está bien que se guarde cada 3x2, eso está bien.
Flowers. The perfect meal for a hungry hive. The remote control for my Sniffer 3000. Too bad about the teething problems. Still, this might come in handy.
Perdón.
Nothing like an inspirational poster to boost worker productivity. For some reason, my boys aren't terribly fond of this one. The magnetronic pollinator is the linchpin of the operation. My workers get their rations mechanically. No foraging in flower beds for them. The bees are expecting a big supper.
Una gran cena.
Look alive in there. Ah. Bon appetit. Oh. Not exactly a flood, is it? Flowers, Gromit. That's the weak link in our production chain. We need more flowers.
Necesitamos más flores.
The bees love my motivational posters. My workers are very devoted to their queen. Ah, there's the hatch from me rocket ship. Remember that moon holiday, Gromit?
Parece que hay que hacer algo para que despistarlas. No sé, no habrá que hacer.
Any more honey to speak of? Not enough flowers to tip the balance yet. Not to worry, I've got a few ideas.
Vale, pues entonces habrá que...
Now where can I find a whole lot of flowers
Joder,
in a
perdonad,
hurry?
chicos, qué casualidad.
The living room door's stuck. Oh, right. It's a storage room now. My auto chef lost its head one day. Now it's me trusty Mixomatic. Awfully long drop.
Vale, perdonad, había quitado el micro. Como estoy ahí tosiendo todo el rato.
I wonder what happened to his little cricket bat.
Qué chulo es el lago, ¿no?
Watering makes flowers grow faster.
Though it works best if you've planted some first.
No flowers in here.
Evidentemente necesitamos...
Been doing a spot of gardening, have you, Miss Flit?
Working my green fingers to the bone. But the hard work appears to be paying off.
Indeed it does.
Blooms everywhere. I call it my purple paradise.
It certainly looks delicious. I mean, I imagine it would look delicious if you were an insect.
You mean if I were a bee?
Well, now you mention it,
You want to feed my flowers to your bees?
that is, if you don't mind,
How many would you like?
as many as you can spare.
Oh, you can have all you want, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, much obliged, Miss Flit.
Here, you can jolly well grow your own.
Righto.
O sea que no puedo robar ninguna. No me va a dar nada.
Have you noticed? I put a new roof on Mr. Nutter's house.
Mr. Nutter?
Surely you're acquainted with our neighbour, Mr. Nutter, the squirrel.
I'm not on first name terms with any of the neighborhood animals, I'm afraid.
What about Gromit?
Oh, no, he isn't either. That flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Oh, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh,
This flower will be the piece de resistance of my purple paradise. And the scent, absolutement heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
that's a healthy looking, what do you call it?
Foxglove. If you want to grow them, you've got to know them. Such a fragrant bouquet.
I hadn't noticed those flowers before.
I shouldn't wonder. They're morning glories, and they're usually tucked up in bed by the time you emerge from your underground lair. Their scent is divine.
Attracts a lot of bees, I suppose.
Swarms of them, but I don't let them linger.
Bueno, pues no sé, voy a plantar esto.
There now, with hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder. Rex Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula. Watch them sprout in seconds.
En pocos segundos.
If it works on people, perhaps I could adapt it to work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grow-team, energize, strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. Shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
Vale, ahora tengo que ir a comprarlo, ¿no? Tu juego guardado. Vale, cuando pasa X... Cuando cambia el escenario, en el sentido de que tienes que hacer algo nuevo.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know. I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
A jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature.
Parece la cabeza dentro del caracol.
During the war, never wrong yet.
Snails can predict imminent airborne disturbances. I never learned that in school.
Of course not. They never teach anything useful in schools. But when you hear the sirens, you know I'm right. Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail.
Escucho el caracol.
You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ah, this case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
Anda. Una emergencia civil.
Well, did you do as I asked?
Have you delivered the message? Have you shown them the snail?
I'm not sure the snail will convince them, Major Crumb.
If she doesn't, the air raid siren will. But by then, it may be too late.
A ver, si hablo con esta mujer.
You've come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh?
I realise this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's... oh.
A snail? In my garden? Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Bueno, pues parece ser que ha hecho de sirena la voz de esta mujer. Vale, vale, vale. Yo es que pensé que había salido corriendo y que no había cogido el maletín. Pero se ve que sí que habrá cogido el maletín. A ver aquí. Qué chulo, ¿no?
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to.
Debajo de la mesa. No.
It's a comfort to know we're well stocked with biscuits.
Galletas. Está como yo. Tengo que comprar paquetes y paquetes de galletas para estar tranquilo. Bueno, una cosa que esté bien. Debajo de la cama.
Time for a nap.
What?
Oh, no, better not. Oh? Trap door. That's the racket Gromit used when he took the cup at the Brambleton Open, Canine Division.
Categoría canina.
Last night's bedtime snack. Gorgonzola makes a nice change from Wensleydale.
Me lo llevo.
Phew, that'll put me right to sleep. This call box has been a boon for Gromit. No matter where he is in the house, he's never far from his master's voice.
Wallace, thank heavens you made it to the shelter. I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you?
Pardon me, me, Major, about those protein bars of yours.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace. By George, this is an emergency! Private Gromit! I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you as well.
Much obliged. Gromit, old chum, slip me that protein bar Major Crumb gave you.
You'll do no such thing, Private Gromit. I gave you your protein bar for the day, Wallace. I won't have you catching another from the enlisted men. Ah! Wait! Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed, and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the Blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured. Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
Bueno, pues parece que tenemos que salir fuera a la calle, ¿eh? Pues chicos, ¿qué os parece si lo dejamos aquí? Ya es un poquito tarde y como primer contacto con el juego, pues yo creo que está bastante bien. Me hubiera gustado haber terminado con el rollo este de hacer la fórmula secreta, pero parece que el juego es un poquito más extenso, ¿eh? No es tan sumamente sencillo. Ahora tendremos que pasar por otra zona, conseguir los dos ingredientes que nos faltan, realizar la fórmula. Tendremos que quitarle la barrita a Gromit y claro, como está mirando, el mayor está mirando, entonces tendremos que despistarle un poquito para que no mire y entonces podemos quitarle la barrita. O sea, bueno, muy típico de las aventuras gráficas, ¿no? Como un objetivo pues tiene a su vez ramificaciones para complicarlo un poquito más. Pero bueno, como primer contacto creo que está bastante bien, se va a quedar un vídeo bastante majo y espero que os esté gustando. Si es así, recordad darle un pequeño like y suscribiros dándole al botón de la campanita, porque de esta forma estaréis al corriente de lo que subo en directo en diferido. Y en efectivas cuentas, muchísimas gracias por acompañarme y tener tanta paciencia con un servidor. Cuidaros mucho y hasta más ver.